Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In this video, I will be discussing about data visualization in Python. And we know that data visualization is used to convert a raw data in a visual graph so that it will be easy for a human being to understand complex data set. And in this one, we will be using a Matplotlib library which is used inside Python to create a static, animated, and interactive data visualizations. And inside this library, I will be using a module called pyplot, or I will be using pyplot interface, which this module will help me in order to create a simple and quick or MATLAB style plotting. If you have used the MATLAB language, so this pyplot is working on the style based on the MATLAB. So for different, we have different types of visualizations or graphs. The first one is a line plot. So at first we will be discussing what is a line plot. Line plot is nothing but it is connecting different data points by line. Then why do we use the line plot? We are using the line plot in order to show the trends over the time. For example, I want to show the population over time. For example, the population of Afghanistan from 1990 to 2025, or population of Canada from 1990 to 2025. So this is nothing but changing of population over time, changing of sales growth over time, changing of temperature over time. So if you want to show such type of data, then the line plot is the best types of plot that can help you in showing that. For that, I have taken a data set and it shows the data or the population of Afghanistan and Canada. Let me just show you the data, how it is going to look like. This is the data that I have, and it is showing the population of Afghanistan and population of Canada from 1995 to 2025. I want to display or visualize this data using line plot. In order to do that one, the first thing that I need to do is I need to import the Matplotlib library. So I will be using matplotlib.pyplot as a PLT. So this is nothing but aliasing. I want to put a new name for this library inside my code, and I want to rename it as a PLT. And then the code that I will be using is plot. It needs x-axis data and y-axis data. Since the data that I've just now shown you, it has two columns. The first column is showing me the year, and the second column is showing me the data which is inside. The second is the Afghanistan population. So now if I just click on plt.show and let's see and run it, if we can get a graph or not. See, now we are able to see a graph of changing of population over time of Afghanistan. The second thing that we will be discussing is customizing this plot, because as of now, this plot has nothing. We want to add a label to this one. We want to add a title, X label, Y label. I was also discussing about to show about the appearance of line, how to change the color of line, how to change the thickness of line, how to change the style of line. I'll also be discussing about how to put a marker to this line. Lastly, I will also discussing about how to draw multiple lines. For example, now I have shown you only the data of Afghanistan or the population of Afghanistan. Now, if you want to compare the population of Afghanistan versus the population of Canada and then analyze how it is going to look like, at that time I will be using multiple lines in order to show that. At last, I will be discussing how to save this plot as a PNG image. So this will be something. The first, I will be discussing about customizing this line plot. For example, I want to add a title to this one. I want to add an X label, and also I want to add a Y label for my plot. In order to do that one, let us come. We know that we have a function called title. This will add a title to this plot. I want the title of my plot to be Afghanistan population. So it will be plt.title. It will be showing me the Afghanistan population, and then I will be using the X label, which must show what data the X label is showing. I will tell that X label is showing the year data or the time data, which is here for me it is year, and then plt.y label. The Y label data is showing me the population. and in terms of millions. And so now if I run this one, you will see the graph with the title, with the X label, and also with the Y label. So see here, this is my graph. This is the title of my graph. This is the Y label. And here, as you can see, this is the X label. Now I can also add, what I can also add to this graph is the different style for this line. For example, I want to change the color of the line from blue to some other thing, or I want to change the style of the line. I want to change the transparency of line. I can do all of them. So what I will be doing, I will be changing the color to red, and then I also will be changing the line style. I will be changing the line style to dashed, and then I will be changing the alpha or transparency of line. Now it is 1, so I can put the transparency to 0.5 so that it should look a little bit less transparent. Now if I run it, you will see the line style has changed, the color has changed, and also the transparency of graph also has changed. See here, the line style, the line color, and transparency. Now it is less transparent. So if you want to make more transparent, make alpha as a 1 or 0.9, 0.8. If you want to make less transparent, put it towards 0. The next thing that we will be discussing is about putting markers on this plot. For example, where there is a X and Y crossing each other, we want to put a marker. So we have a marker option. I want to marker to be looking like a circle, and then I can put a marker size. For example, I want to put a marker size to be 5, and lastly I can say marker edge color. I can give a edge color also for this one, marker edge color. For example, I want the marker edge color to be red. Now let me run it, and you can see that what do you mean by marker in this plot or in this graph. When you talk about the marker, what do you mean by marker? See, as you see here, I have added a marker. This is the marker edge color, which is red, and the marker size is 5. If you want to make it bigger, give a bigger value. If you want to make it lesser, put a lesser value. So this is the other things that I've added. And lastly, the last topic that I want to be discussing is how to add multiple lines. For example, if I want to show the data of Afghanistan versus population Canada, how can I do that one? I will be just copy pasting, and then here in the first graph, I am showing the data of a year versus Afghanistan population. I will be just copy pasting this one, and I will be showing here the data for Canada also. So here I will be just changing the Y value, and I will say this is for Canada population. I will change the title also. Now it will be Afghanistan population versus Canada population. And then I need to add a label also, because once you are plotting the lines, you have to know which line belongs to Afghanistan population and which line belongs to the Canada population. So I will say this belongs to the Afghanistan. And the second plot that I have here, I will give a label to that one. This belongs to the Canada. And lastly, if you want this two to be printed, you have to add this line of code. If you are not adding this line of code, this two label will not get printed. So this is called legend. You have to add the legend also. So this now if I run it, you will see the population of Afghanistan versus Canada. It will be displayed in a line plot. Now as you see here, it is showing me that this belongs to Afghanistan and this belongs to the Canada. It shows that this is the population of Afghanistan at from 2000, the growth of population in 2020, it is more than whatever population we had in Canada. It means that there are more growth in Afghanistan. And lastly, what we can say, or what we can define, the last topic is how to save this image, or how to save this plot as image. For that one, we have a function called plt dot save figure, and then we can give a name for that figure. For example, I will name it as a Afghanistan population versus Canada population dot png. So if I now run this one, it will save this one as a PNG image for me. I can download that, I can see that image. At end, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe the channel.